For us Christians, one of our favorite verses comes from the book of Hebrews. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. But how about for our discussion right now? We discussed that yesterday part. Let's get after it. Welcome to Bible Time. I'm Raj Nair, and you and I are here simply to renew our joy for Scripture. Now, I'm going to read our Scripture, but I'm not going to tell you exactly where it comes from yet. So let's just read it. In your unfailing love, you will lead the people you have redeemed. In your strength, you will guide them to your holy dwelling. Now, if I'm being honest, that verse just, so good. But if I'm thinking about, okay, where could that verse be from? Maybe Romans, maybe somewhere in Corinthians, maybe somewhere in the Gospels? Nope. This verse that sounds, I don't know how else to put it, super Christian-y, actually comes from the second book in the Bible, all the way back in Exodus. I think it's an easy cop-out for us Christians just to look at the Old Testament and be like, yeah, no thanks, and just skip ahead to the New Testament because, God seems like, more palatable then. But if Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever, then his character should be coherent throughout all of Scripture. And what's beautiful about this verse in Exodus is it sounds, super Christian bookstore Bible sticker kind of stuff, right? But this is the book of Exodus. But I guess if there's a point I'm trying to drive home is that the more that I read the Old Testament, the more I realize that verse in Hebrews actually is true, that he is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So when I read stuff in Scripture that specifically in the Old Testament that doesn't sit the best, I know that I can trust whatever is happening in it because he is the same. And that same God that rescued my soul is the same God of the Exodus. I'll be honest, before I really started reading the New Testament and someone would have asked me, hey, what's the God of the Old Testament like? I would have said, I don't know. He seems kind of angry. This verse shows you the true character. In your unfailing love, you will lead the people you have redeemed. That's a story of good news. So as much as the goal of Bible Times is to give people joy for Scripture, I hope verses like this give people a confidence for Scripture. All right, much love. God bless.